Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Minecraft Through the Android 50. Things moving. Hello? Hello? Does it still work? Did the game freeze? I just started. Yes, that's why the stream's enlisted. Did the world get soft locked already? Do. Okay, no, it's not a Minecraft problem. Alright, this is the part where we say goodbye to you. We'll whip out Plan B. We'll whip out Plan B in a few seconds. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, we're doing this an hour earlier today. Or a minute of nothing happening. We're doing this an hour earlier today because a certain someone decided to say, hey, I'm gonna arrive at the Farlands tomorrow. Right in the middle of your stream. So I say, okay, fine. I guess I'll just stream an hour earlier. That way you arrive after my stream. And what's with the sound? Why does it reset? Unless it just didn't save. Everything's working this time. Something caused a system hang. Okay then, well let's catch some Z's, and I didn't do any deconstruction of the nether spire. We'll get back to that. In fact, did I already place down the chests? I don't see the chests on me. There's a skeleton up there. In fact, here, how about we use this nice little bridge over at the Team Tree and Outpost, where we got this nice view of the water. Except there are no boats, so we don't get to enjoy any of that. Bye! Hey, can I pick that up? I saw the bone fall. Alright, I still need more food. My sword is not doing well. It's okay, I made a backup. We'll probably be switching to that today. So let's go get these good. Oh, this is a nice little door. Alright, where did I leave those double chests? I think I left them on this side. I did place them, right? Or did I not even bother making them? Did I not make 2 double chests in preparation for this? Maybe I didn't. Well, okay, before we start deconstructing that, how about we head over here and make some double chests, and that way we can store all this netherrack. Even though I remember saying, I don't know how worth it will be, because most of the netherrack is going to end up being placed down. Maybe I just never made the chests. Maybe that's why I still have the netherrack on me. When you forget what you did yesterday, not even 24 hours ago. Alright, well, let's grab half a stack. Close enough. Hello, Mr. Spider. You are a liability. Nope. Where'd my pickaxe go? Oh, right. I ran out. That was the last thing we did. We used up the rest of the pickaxe durability. Oops, how are we doing on iron? I'll make 4. That's not the stack I want to pull from. Ah, almost had it. Come on. When you try to slide to the right, and you can't slide to the right. What was that from? Cupid Shuffle? Or Casper Slide? Or Cha-Cha Slide? What is Casper Slide Part 1? Because I always hear Part 2. I don't know what Part 1 is from. I looked this up years ago because I wanted to know. And then, you know, like 8 to 10 years passed, and I don't remember. Well, anyways, I was about to leave the chests here, but then I realized, how about I do the smart thing and put them in a place where it's more accessible to both? I really thought I would have put the chests, like, right here. Maybe I only planned what I wanted to. Alright, well anyways. Boop, boop, boop-a-doop. I know there's a zombie inside, we'll just leave him for now. And so it begins. Hey, Mr. Spider, would you kindly come down? I don't even think I can reach him. Oh wait, hold on. He's right beneath the staircase. Knock knock. Hello. I'll have to clear out all these squatters. There's no place for them after this. Well, that's probably where he spawned in. I never did anything with the light in here. Oops. If I can get rid of that, poke a hole in the ceiling, then at least what'll end up happening is it'll be nice and bright as the sunlight comes through. I think I just have to do that. Oh, there's another layer. Oops. Alright, well, never mind then. As long as I'm here, stuff isn't going to spawn, because there's a certain distance mobs need to be. Don't know if it's the same as Java. I've always had 24 in my mind. I think that's the minimum distance, up to like 128 maybe. I don't remember. There's a distance for which they can spawn. And then there's a certain distance for which they should start despawning. Breaking the netherrack is so fast, but just switching blocks is so slow. Well, it's even slower when you stop tapping. Oh, there's a delay to everything. At least that's going to be minimized once native keyboard and mouse input is supported. Bunny hop. Did they do something with performance? Feels like it's running even smoother. Maybe they did work more on it. 0.10 was a big upgrade, because 0.9 was definitely chugging along on here for anything higher than a very small, in fact, the smallest render distance. I know there are several optimizations made over the course, or the development versions. I hear you, Zomble. Ready to say goodbye to the sun? He's gonna take a nap now, but he'll be back in a few minutes. We'll see him again later. At what point do I stop mining and I go down to pick up all this netherrack? Because it'd be a big waste to dig this all up and then just lose it. I'm also really hoping that one entire spire is going to be enough to fix that one. But I don't know what the percentage gets deleted. As long as it's less than 50%, then I should be fine. At which point do I regret not bringing torches? Because it's definitely rather dark up here. You can see all the light down below. It's like being on top of a dark skyscraper with the city lights beneath you. Is that Mr. Zomble? You are the one that keeps bothering me. Finally, no more moans and groans from you. If he stayed silent, I would have let him live longer. Okay, maybe not. I probably would have taken him out anyway. Alright, where is the outside? I wonder how they... I know there's a mathematical formula, or multiple formulas that they use to create this, but I wonder why they chose to create the nether spire of this shape. Did it just look cool or something? You know what I should do? I should recreate this on my beta 1.8 world, because I just keep talking about that. I should recreate another spire on that world. That seems kind of interesting. Because on the to-do list, I have another section in the overworld as one item, and an overworld section in the nether as another item. I wonder if I could use this as my nether section in the overworld. What I already have so far is sort of like this big old netherrack biome, where I took a plains biome and I added a coat of netherrack all on top of it, and then I lit a bunch of fires on there to prevent bad guys from spawning, because I wasn't going to put torches. Fire fit. But that doesn't really feel like the nether in the overworld. There goes one pickaxe. Let's see, how many blocks did I lose? Because I'm supposed to be at 4 stacks, I think, plus 1. Maybe it's just 250. I might be missing 1. Either way, I don't think I picked up every single netherrack that I mined. Oh well. This is close enough. This is either 250 or 257. Is that another... Oh, that's a mushroom. I saw something red and thought it was like a zombie taking damage or something. It's kind of like when you see a sheep take damage and it turns pink, and you think, is that a pig? No, wait, it's just a sheep. There was one of the Farlands or Bust episodes years and years and years ago. I just happened to be watching that day, and Kurt stumbled upon a sheep out in the desert and took damage, and he said something along the lines of, did that pig just turn into a sheep? And he was kind of baffled there for a few minutes because he couldn't figure out what had happened. And then some time passed as he processed it, and maybe other people... That might have been a live stream, I don't remember. Eventually he reached the conclusion that no, it was probably just a sheep that took damage from the cactus. Oh well. You do not realize things when you're recording video that you are more likely to catch when you're just watching. Because when you're playing the game and making the content and all that, you're trying to multitask. Oop. Oh, we get rid of this real fast. I'm trying to multitask, and so it's harder to catch little details like that. And then once you're just watching and not really doing much, you're just processing whatever you see in here and not really doing anything with it. You are more likely to notice small details. Also, why people end up catching stuff during the editing process of a video. It's a real shame I cannot jump and go left, because I always jump to the right. Oh well, that'll be fixed eventually. But for now, let's just get rid of this. I wonder if I should get rid of the inner layer first. Like, what if I just say, knock knock, let me in, and focus on this big old square that's on the inside, and then just leave this outer area by itself. I don't really know the best approach for this. Unless it should be the opposite, start on the outside and work my way inward. Chances are what's going to end up happening is I'm already starting to think this is kind of boring. I think we're going to do something more interesting once the pickaxes run out. So once I've mined all 4 pickaxes worth, what'll happen is we'll be done with digging this up and we'll do something that's more entertaining. Hopefully for real this time on my own, I'll hop on this world and just keep digging this up. Or just do the slow burn and do a little bit every episode until it's all gone. However, one thing I think I saw some netherrack fall off the edge here. I do want a quick pass to see if anything landed down there. Aha, there's something. Oh, there's more down here. Whoop. Oopsies. Alright, I know there's a spider. Is he still hanging there? He doesn't want to move. Alright, I don't think there's a... Uh-oh, green bean alert. Nope. If I was just trying to get rid of the spire, I probably would have let him go boom. That way, those are several blocks I would not have to mine. But the dealio is, I need the netherrack because I want to fix that spire. But to do that, I need more netherrack. And so if I just deleted netherrack from the world, that's not going to help me achieve the goal. This has another square in it? What are these shapes? Yes. I know the wiki has the mathematical formulas or whatever to create these. But still, I'm just like, who came up with this? I wonder if this was Notch's idea. Was Notch involved directly in Pocket Edition much? I don't think so, because 0.4, when this was first added, I think it was 0.4 added the Obsidian Spire, and 0.5 turned it into Netherrack. For one update, it was Obsidian, and I managed to get that fast enough. I was prepared. Well, anyways, someone made the decision to create this shape. Someone else approved said decision and said, okay, and then it never changed. Oops. We're gonna have to go get that. Yeah, maybe I will just clean up this whole intersection. I'll clean up this inside section, and then I'll clean up the larger inside section. Yeah, I guess the mid section. And then we go from there. Bye-bye. Hooray, we're halfway done. 20 minutes? Oh boy, I guess we'll keep working for another 20 minutes. That's about a pickaxe for every 10 minutes. Alright, let me just go around real fast, and then we're gonna head back down. I see those bad guys. Hello. I wonder if items stack when on the ground. Like, instead of being saved as separate entities, if they're close enough together that they will group. You know what, here, I want to find out. That is one whole stack. I wonder if that was a Pocket Edition optimization and they brought it over to Java. Because right around the same time, because I don't know if that feature was together originally, but you couldn't drop items when Pocket Edition first started, because it was kind of like, it was first full creative mode in 0.1, and then in 0.2 they added some survival features. Well, I think it was mainly just health and what else? They added health and some items being limited. You had to go gather them. 0.3 either further reduced or removed completely the items that were infinite, because 0.3 brought in crafting and smelting. Alright, the little section. And then by 0.4, I believe survival was in nearly full swing. Although I think it was 0.6 when they added armor. Armor took a little while, and I'm not all too sure why. It was either 0.5 or 0.6. I don't think it was as early as 0.4. I can't remember. And I think now that this whole middle section is done, other than all of this, be time to start working on that row. Look at that, it's all nice and hollowed out now. Party potato. Auto jump, leave me alone. We're just gonna go all the way to the edge, the farthest layer. And then I'll start off in that corner and go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, all the way down as it gets lower and lower. Maybe that's what I should have been doing with this section. Problem is, there's still the higher ups here. This is still kind of connected. That means all of this as well. I think that might be my biggest issue with these touch controls, and it's how slow it feels. The only thing that's fast is if you just, yeah. I don't think it's very smart with registering the difference between a tap and a hold. Because the difference between a tap and a hold feels like there's a very large window to just be a tap. Whereas regular stuff, it's rather small. Where you have to be very quick to register as a tap. UI ergonomics, or something like that. I don't know what the proper term would be. Well, let's pick all the goods up. Hooray, hooray. Oh, so much better. It's all clean. Oop. If this is already the next night, then hopefully... Uh-oh. Hopefully we're going to be done tomorrow. Minecraft tomorrow. For when we run out of pickaxe durability. I want to just check down here. Those last few blocks. As well as go around the perimeter once more. Unless I've been doing good and I haven't dropped any out here. That's why I wanted to start from the inside and work my way out. That way, the blocks that fall inward. Well, I guess we're all good. Well, never mind. Let's head back up. Let's see, no bad guys. Hooray for the minimum spawning distance. I don't know what the minimum spawning distance used to be back in survival test. It feels much shorter. Much shorter than just 24 blocks. Alright, maybe if I could do this fast enough, I could just get rid of the entire inner area. This whole square that we're working on now. If I can get rid of this fast enough, then I won't need to worry about, oopsies. That's not what I wanted to do. If I get rid of this intersection fast enough, then nothing will despawn by the time I hit the bottom. There's only a few layers left. In fact, I almost wonder if I can reach all the way up by now. If I stand here, we'll do these last two layers. And then call it. We'll go down and work up. Oop. That's not what I wanted. Okay, kids, right there. Bye. We've reached the 75% mark. Hooray! We're almost done. No fall damage, that's what I was hoping. We'll pick up all the goods first. Have I really spent half an hour just mining netherrack? I spent 10 hours mining netherrack in my Minecraft hardcore world. Sounds like you're going to the far lands at that point. There was a server. Can't remember the name of it, but there's a server. In fact, it might have been Modern Beta, if that's what I'm thinking. People made a group journey to the far lands. To the nether far lands, I believe. We all good? I think we're good. Still have plenty of inventory space left. Hooray, hooray. Alright, so now we'll start on that corner and just go back, forth, as we very slowly get rid of whatever's left. I just realized how blue that ocean is. Or not the ocean, that river. And did that fall? Why do I think that fell? We'll go for a few minutes, maybe less, and then whenever I feel like it, we'll head all the way down and pick up whatever's fallen off. Because there's no way I'm going to pick up everything here. Whoops. I don't know why that registered. It always feels like wherever I go, you know what, maybe I should get rid of all of this. It always feels like whenever I go down, that the next layer is going to be flatter than the one I'm currently on. Well, that's not true on this. When you're digging out chunks in caves, that's what it feels like. If you take care of all the gravel or the dirt patches, just do that entire cluster in one go, then once everything surrounding that gets flattened, then you don't have to do all the jumping. But it's not like that on here, when there is presumably an equal opportunity for air underneath each of these. Although this one side has a lot of steep drops. Oop, we're good. 'Tis but a scratch. This is also how I ended up here in the first place. Alright then, maybe I should focus on this wall. I think, oop. I was gonna say, I think before we do that, how about I pick up all this down here? No despawning, please. Oh, I see the sun. I wonder if there's no horizontal line where the sun just stops rendering. On Java Edition, it's if you're either above or below a certain y coordinate, the sun will stop rendering at the horizon. It is a hard cutoff that gets covered. I don't know if that sort of a horizontal line is the same on here. Honestly, I think part of it is so that way you don't see the sun underneath the world. That way, if you have the, or I guess if you don't see the moon underneath the world when the sun is directly overhead and all that. Hooray. The way Notch does stuff. Although it's a game, it's kind of hard to work on full 3D everything. 3D geometry rendering is much simpler than 3D lighting rendering. Yeah, we'll dig everything up to this layer. In fact, I might be able to halo reach everything up there. This will be a lot safer than just jumping. So everything on this wall has got to go. Ready to say goodbye to the pickaxe? It's not gonna last much longer. Goodbye, pickaxe. Alright, let's pick up this. Pick up sticks. Isn't that like a band or a song? Styx is a band. Although, I'm gonna be honest, I think the only song I know of theirs is Mr. Roboto. Alright, how are we doing? Several stacks and 40. I'm not gonna count the stacks. We have a lot of stacks and 40. I'd say that's a nice happy number. And boop boop. Well, good news. It did not take us 40 minutes. Oh, there's 2. We got done in 36. Let me just look for anything else I might have broken. Nope, I think we're good. Alright, we're done. Where's my staircase? Oh, it's way over here. I forget how much lower I am now. Whoop. Well, since that was utterly boring, and since I'm not really in the mood to place all this netherrack to fix that one up, we're just gonna toss it away. Hello. I heard that. I was looking at the chest and I was like, wait, creeper fall damage? Haha. No thank you. That could have been bad. So you gotta be on the listen out, people. I say, even though many times I say the sound's too low, I don't know what that sound was. I just heard a noise. I don't know what I heard. Could have just been the cow walking around. Or the sheep. Good thing that green bean landed right next to me. Because if it was farther away and I didn't hear it, and I only heard the footsteps, I wouldn't have done anything. I would have just kept plopping this away. I probably would have heard the explosion, and might have survived. I'm doing decently on armor. I think the boots are nearly gone, though. Well, okay, that was a pay attention moment. Alright, well, with all this taken care of, we breathe a sigh of relief as we are here in the safety zone, safety of the village. You know what I should do? I should probably put up some sort of wall or fence or some sort of barrier. In fact, maybe I'll put cobblestone walls. This gives me 6 each, right? At least that way it's a 1-to-1 ratio. You know what? I could stripe it. I could add stripes if I added planks as well. That's not what I need. Okay, so it is 1-to-1. In fact, if I really wanted, I could make... I could do the whole thing as cobblestone wall on the lower section, then add a fence on the upper section. You know, where do I really need a wall? This river is probably safe enough. So if I started maybe over here, I'm not going to touch the pathways, or if anything, the pathways will only be slightly outside the wall. So say I don't feel like chopping down this mushroom, I could stop the wall around here. Then I'll have this be a doorway. Then this would go all the way around. This means I'm going to have to chop down more of these trees, because I'd rather keep the area, the land I'm currently on. And there's another Enderman who likes putting my grass on top of the path. Nope, Let's not eat the raw beef. Should have put that away. Oops. Wait, don't I have a shovel? I do, but I don't have my torches on me. I have to redo all that. Well, anyways, this path goes all the way over here, which means this collection of trees is gonna have to go. The trees next to me are gonna have to go to make sure that this is all in here. And then the wall will have to go. Oh boy, this is far. I didn't realize how much space this was gonna end up being. Because I want to include the mine area. So this will only be about 3/4 of a wall. So we'll go all the way through. These trees are gonna go until here or so, or maybe like right here. I don't know yet, but I want this pathway and this mine section to be included. So everything from the river over there across to over there, that's gonna be outside. Because I mainly want to protect the village area. And to do that, all these trees are going to have to go. Do I, after chopping down, or after mining all that netherrack, do I really want to go tree chopping right now? I don't think so. But be prepared, these trees are going to be put behind a wall. Made out of cobblestone and dark oak planks. I'm going to build a wall, and these trees are going to pay for it. With all that wood. All those planks. Insert joke about not corporatization. I don't know, I can't think of the proper term right now. I guess this would almost be industrialization. It's like the opposite of environmentalism. Alright, let's get torches, because I don't know where my torches ended up. Did I really run out? Maybe I did. Okay, well here's what we're gonna do. While our inventory is almost entirely empty, let me put this cobblestone away real fast. Is what I want to do. I want to feel better about my inventory. To do that, I need. We're just gonna grab a bunch of iron. Put that one back. Make me feel better. Gonna grab a stack of sticks, plus several more sticks. We're gonna grab. Oh wait, hold on. It's right here. One stack of coal. We'll sleep. Turn it today, please. Thank you. So now while we're in here, we're gonna make 2 more pickaxes, another axe, another shovel. And now we're gonna make oh wait, hold up. Oops. Yeah, we'll just do this now. Why is it pulling from that full stack of sticks and not the stack I'm holding? Oh, you know what? I think I know why. Because that was the that stack was farther to the right than what was on the left. Alright, well now that we crafted what we needed to. Oop. Alright, well now that we did what I needed to. Toss that one. And that one. Auto jump, leave me alone. We'll just keep both of those pickaxes there for now. Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that much cleaner? The only problem is these are kind of swapped. Well, I guess the food really should have been over there, but I wasn't going to bother with that. Ta-da! Isn't the inventory all clean? Hotbar just needs to be boop, boop, and there we go. I know I have 2 pickaxes, but I'll just deal with that for now. That's going to be what's most used. But now, with all of this taken care of, let me clean this up real fast. Maybe I didn't need to make the tools so quickly. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to work on a storage thing for all this, for all my farms here. Me to the villagers. All your farms are belong to us. Okay, that's not gonna work. There's a flaw because I don't have an item. There we go. I was gonna say I either waste tool durability breaking this, or I attempt to eat the food after every block break. I'm gonna try to preserve these farms for how they generated, but I know once the villagers have AI and start doing stuff that's not just walk around and stare at doors they can't open. How do they even open doors? Their hands are within their sleeves the whole time. Let's not think about it too much. Can you place, please? I wonder if the seed hitbox was in the way. There we go. Well, I'm gonna try to preserve these the best I can, but I know once the villagers start walking around and stuff, they are going to try to mess up the farm and just plant whatever. And oh, I missed 2. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these vegetables. I'll probably design another storage chest. In fact, I'll probably have multiple. One for wheat seeds, one for carrots, one for wheat. In fact, why don't I stack them? I have an idea. I have an image. There's an image in my mind. But let me first go find the potatoes. One of these was potatoes, right? Here they are. Uh-oh, that's gonna have to be redone. We'll just start with the wheat first. I never did plant the seeds on that one side, did I? Interesting. You know what I should have done? I should plant beetroot. I should plant beetroot at the farm, the big farm we were at that had a whole bunch of wheat. And then one row of, whatchamacallit, one row of, carrots. I can't think of that, because it was 3 parts wheat, 1 part carrot. That seems like a lot of wheat, I should say. I was going to say imbalanced. Wheat and carrots, part of a complete breakfast. I don't recommend eating raw wheat. Grab something. Oh, baby cow. I still don't know if baby animals grow up yet or not. And I can't remember. I don't think we can breed them yet either. You know, I did the same thing with 0.9. I didn't even read the changelog for what 0.10 is supposed to have. I've just been going through looking for whatever bugs to avoid. Do seeds drop less on here? On my beta 1.8 world, I've accumulated so many wheat seeds. It's kind of ridiculous, and me being the Minecraft hoarder I am. I have 3 double chests of seeds full, and I'm on the 4th one. That's like halfway full, I think. I'm getting close to needing to use a 5th double chest just for seeds. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these seeds, but if the world ever goes up for download, then hey, you want to upgrade to 1.14 or later, you can use a composter and get rid of all the seeds. I don't expect the world to make it that far though. I should say, I'm not expecting the world to go that far with me. I only plan on taking it as far as 12W17A for sure. That was the last single player, the true single player Minecraft version. However, oh my gosh, that's blocking the sunset. That's ridiculous. It's almost gone. But there was a mod back in the day that was started in 1.3 that undid all the internal server changes. So it's for like 1.3.2, 1.4.7, I think. Hopefully other 1.4s, don't remember. It was for 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5, and it undoes all the internal server stuff and makes the game truly single player again. So that I am considering using if I decide that 12W17A is not satisfactory. Realistically, though, it's an improvement over 1.2.5 because, hey, Book and Quill, hey, text single player commands, hey, we get different slab types, different wooden slab types, I should say. But I think like 18A and 19A add some 1.3 based features that I kind of like though. But I'm trying to avoid the internal server on this one particularly. So that's why through vanilla means it will not go past 12W17A. I'm already thinking for the end of the world, even though here I am in the very first version, beta 1.8, because once I'm done with my to-do list, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to make another to-do list after I update. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be in beta 1.9 pre-release 1 or pre-release 2. That's currently still undecided. Alright, where do I want to put the farm area? There's a lot of space right here. If I'm working vertically, I could just do it right here. I'll save this little upper area for something different. Probably. There's no guarantee I ever will. So we have wheat seeds, potatoes, carrots, beetroot seeds. That's 6 items, so I'm gonna need to dedicate for 6 columns of chests. So 6 columns and an expandable amount of rows. That's what we're looking at. For now, I'll put all this into storage. Oh, we are very low on space. Oh, that's right. The potatoes and melons. I need to do something with that as well. Oh boy. Well, I can't say that's a problem for future me because that's about to be a problem for present me. So what we'll do something fun. We're gonna build. Hooray. I like building. It's more fun than digging a seemingly endless amount of netherrack. Is mining netherrack ever fun? Oh wait, I have an idea. I think I know how I want to do the floor. In fact, we're also going to make it safer. Alright, I have an image in my mind. It's slowly coming together. So we're going to start like right around here. I'll sort of pick this area. If I'm having double chests, what I say 6 wide. Does it matter that these are together? No, I'll put the chests together since this is not going to be converted to pre 1.13. So the chests being together, that will be 12. Because 6 double chests. That means I need 12 blocks plus 2 edges. So that's 14. I need 14 width. Maybe I should start down here. Or perhaps it should be backwards. What if I started this way and went right? Otherwise, having a wall right here might look a little weird. Well, either way, 14 blocks. Okay, so there is still plenty of space. And it will mostly fit in this area. I'd say that's good. In fact, I could do what the normies do who play modern, and instead of having the chests be wide, have the chests be long. Hey, that might be compact. Okay. The image is forming in my mind. So we'll grab those slabs and we'll grab these slabs. This is not going to be enough, but it's a start. We're going to start right here. Boop, 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 boop. Oh wait, maybe. In reality, it should be like this. Alright, so if I do it like that. This is not going to look as good if I have them horizontally. Maybe I should just keep them wide instead of long. Alright, well either way, that means we start here. I'll need to undo that lower section, but that can wait. Oh wait, hold on. That means maybe it's gonna end up being like this. I'm kind of overcomplicating this by having slabs, but it happens. Do I want to raise or lower? Raise or lower? Let me see how this lines up. Lower it is. So that's all going to be down. That's going to be there because this is going to be cobblestone to act as a border. That's also why I kept this on this side. I don't know what I'm going to have in the back. A starlight there, and then I end up filling this in. Oops. Can I even fit 2 more? Maybe I would be able to have extra storage after this, because I realize I'm really only having 1 set of floor here. Excuse me, torch. Let me just put you there for now. Let me dig all of this up. I guess we won't really have a border on that back side. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no way. I'm at 5 out of 6. I didn't realize that I'm already almost done with the chests. Because now it's gonna look weird if I have the one chest column on the far side be higher than the rest. Oh wait, hold on. It's gonna have... If I'm gonna want to support pumpkin and melon, pumpkin seed, melon seed, pumpkin, melon slice. Okay, am I gonna split melon block and melon slice? Probably not. Okay, well never mind. Let me go back here. So that makes this one. I need to raise this up by a block. Hold on, let me make more slabs real fast. Can I also make more dark oak planks here? Alrighty, I'm trying to visualize getting all this together. So the new level is gonna be here, because you can't have chests beyond half blocks. So then that means... Maybe I should just replace the pickaxes real fast. Need more inventory slots. Because that's gonna be like that. And then there's gonna be a slab up there. So that's gonna be there. Which means this one is gonna be the next full block. Because all of this is gonna be covered in slabs. There we go, that works. For the most part. And that becomes cobblestone. And this whole lower section becomes cobblestone as well. And I can't pick that up. I hear a helicopter. There we go. And because that looks weird, we'll just fill that in fully. I don't know what I'll do with lighting. We're gonna solve that soon. I see you, Mr. Spider. Hello. You gotta go. Badoop. Alright, cool. So that means all of this becomes the new floor. Although, truth be told, I almost want to raise this up slightly higher as well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. It's like, what if I just put the slabs up here in preparation for all of this? Question is, do I need to? Like, instead of having it be more than that. Oh, you know what I could do? I guess I realize that I don't really need these slabs here. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Turn this into cobblestone. It's like, what if I built it where... Say goodbye to you. Like, what if I built it where... This is the new area. Now I gotta dig up all of this. I need to make sure I counted this in its entirety correctly. Oh wait, hold on. That's gonna end up being dug up anyway. So what I'm thinking is wheat seeds, wheat, beetroot seeds. Now it'll probably be wheat seeds, beetroot seeds, carrots, potatoes, melon seeds, melon, pumpkin seeds. Okay, 2 more. I was right, 2 more. That's 4 blocks. So now I'm already prepared. Even if I kept going into this little hill here, I'd be fine. That way I just bring all of this, just have all of this in one place. So poor potatoes, I guess they're gonna end up being sort of stuck in purgatory, I guess. Why do I have an odd number of planks though? Oh, I see, because it flips. Because it's the 1 plus the 2, and then it's the 2 plus the 1. Which means I would have to go up going up 1 more block would fix one of these. It'd fix the regular oak. Oh well. In fact, I have an odd number of planks as well. Man, the level change here. Maybe I should just lower the whole thing. Do I really want a divot this far though? Besides, I've already kind of built it all up. Whatever. And a boop. Hooray, hooray. Alright, so it's, I need 20 chests, I think. Let me put away all my oak real fast, because I want to spend only dark oak. So we're going to hope the floor is done, and call it there, as I put away all this stuff. Alright, what are we looking at? Hour and 10. A little more than 45 minutes left of the day. Let's make sure I did this all right. Kind of want to lower that cobblestone. This backside, at least, not the front. Oops. I don't know if these are going to connect properly later, but they can always be corrected. Who's to say that they would even connect over correctly to begin with? So this cobblestone is just supposed to be a border. I'll be fine with having those slabs be up there. And see how I over-prepared the hotbar? What is that chicken doing? He can't seem to decide what he's supposed to be doing. There we go. I'll probably lower this one as well. That feels better. Hooray, hooray. Now we have all this. The only problem is, I'm pretty sure this is rather dark. I'll need something for light. I definitely overcomplicated it by having slabs be in the floor. Oh well. Let's grab all the goods. All of our farm stuff. This is going to free up a lot of space in here. Is that? I think so. At least I'm going to hope so. So we don't have any beetroots here. That means we didn't pick up any beetroot from another reactor. So that's a bit of a moment, but that's alright. So now, all that needs to happen is, when the time comes, I just have to stack the chests on top of each other. Yes, that was in fact bothering me. So beetroot seeds. Let's grab the torches. There we go. That's good enough. There's a spider over there. We'll just sleep. Hopefully daytime will make him docile. Oops. I accidentally right-clicked, and because there's an input down there, right-click ended up. That's where I right-click for the shears, get in and out of a minecart. That button. The action button down there. And so because that's what I have set up, that's what ended up being pressed. Oops. Beetroot seeds. So carrots. Potatoes. Melon seeds. Oh wait. Pumpkin seeds. Hooray! We're gonna have to head all the way back home though. We're gonna need to pick up the beetroot. In fact, we just slept. Here's what we'll do. We'll put away all these planks real fast. And then I guess we're gonna head back home. Put away the planks and the dirt. We just slept, so hopefully there's enough time for when we get back. Once the day and night cycle becomes full, the full 20 minutes instead of just 16, then it'll be easier walking to and from, since we'll have more time each day. But that's for the future. For the present, we walk. Should I bring the compass? Nah, I'll be fine. Here's what I will do though. I want to keep loading up chunks. I want to load up as many chunks as possible, because I'm not going to get this terrain generator with its specific features like this again. Once the terrain is gone, it's gone. So, I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. And I think I saw a green bean. I don't want to waste too much time, though. There he is. I knew it. I was starting to think maybe I didn't. But nah, he's gone. Subject eliminated. Look at all these planes. Is that a part of a tree that didn't get saved there? Welcome to Pocket Edition, everybody. I almost wonder then if that means Infinite Worlds was the start of the downfall. I wonder then if Pocket Edition should have just had different world sizes, like what later versions of Legacy Console had. That's still so bizarre to me to think that Legacy Console never had Infinite Worlds, and Pocket Edition had it years earlier. Like 3 years earlier. Oh well. Such is the world we live in. That section isn't rendering. Yawn, I say as if it's been a long day. It's an early day, because I started early. No, not really. I only started an hour earlier. I started at 9 instead of 10. So even so, that's already rather late in the day. I was awake somewhere around 6:45, and then I got out of bed close to 8. So I've already been up and doing stuff an hour before I started streaming anyway. And I don't know if I should drift more right or more left. Because more left should be the little hills, right? The not-so-extreme hills. Maybe that's what I should start calling them. These Pocket Edition mountains are the not-so-extreme hills. At some point I'll have to go mining in there, because I'll need emeralds. There's the jungle, and the ocean. We should start seeing the chunks soon then. I also realized, there it is. This is when they added chunk fade. 0.10 added the chunk fade that just recently came to Java Edition. Java 1.21.8, I think. 0.8, 0.10, somewhere around there. Anyways, Java Edition took forever to get chunk fade when chunks are loaded. And it's an effect I like. I think it looks better than just poofing into existence. Because that's a little, Oh, you know what? While I'm out here, why don't I get cocoa beans? This one's a full block. Wait, aren't there 3? There it is. Oh wait, do cocoa beans need any log, or do they need exclusively jungle? I don't want to start a jungle tree farm just to get cocoa beans. Man, look at all those logs. Why did I build this out of every log type I had at the time? Wait, is this another Team Tree and Outpost? Don't tell me. Don't tell me I now have 2 Team Tree and Outposts in this world. Team Tree and Outpost MTTA? Oh my gosh. I totally didn't realize. But look, it's the same 2-tiered cake design, because you got a wide bottom. What is this? Enderman, no. Enderman, no. Why? Why is there dirt in here? You've got a wide bottom, and then you have a not so wide second level. How did I write on those lower sections, though? I haven't figured out how to write on more than just a top line. Okay, we're gonna sleep, and then I kind of want to clean that up. I want to clean up the vines, the leaves, and the grass. What was I doing over there? What is that square? Oh, right, I think that might be my void hole. Right, that's the void hole, because I was kind of copying what I had over on UMP. Is that another sugarcane island? Like tiny farm. Oh yeah, while I'm here, I have beetroot, right? Surely I have beetroot. That was kind of the point of the journey. If I came all this way to not have beetroot, I'll be sad. Man, look at all those sheep living on a gravel backyard where they can't even regrow their wool. Alright, well either way, we're gonna sleep. I'm already starting to get nostalgic for this place, even though it's only been, what, 2 years since I started the world? Why am I on the floor? Uh-oh, is this gonna hurt when I wake up? I don't know what that was about. That bed is cursed. Oh, well, here. I guess I'll check here to see if I have any. Why are these all single? Man, why are y'all like me? Okay, well, thankfully, some of them are empty. So what I'll probably do... what I'll probably end up doing is breaking the ones that are empty. And then putting them back to fix them. Or at least mostly empty. Doo-doo-ba-doo-ba-doop. Yeah, everything's gonna be on the bottom, but I'll just deal with it. Because the lower ones are on the left. The upper ones are on the right. This is what happens when you skip versions, I guess. I really could fix that, but I'm not going to. Wait, are they all like that? Why are they all the lower section, even though this does not make sense? Alright, well, either way, let's see. I kind of want to take some of those doors with me. I'll put that feather away, I don't need it. Have I been saving my shears? Saving for when I can combine tools? That's what I call future-proofing. Okay, so I do not have any beetroot seeds in here. Good job, me of the past. We're gonna pass by this place real fast, because you see those 2 rows? Those 2 columns of chests? I don't know what I kept in here, if there's anything other than just cobblestone. That's all cobblestone. That one's empty. That one's empty. That one's dirt and gravel. Here, I put the dirt back. So I really don't know where my overflow netherrack went then. Interesting. I see a bone and some arrows. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. I have a mob farm? I really built a mob farm around here. All the things that, you know, were just several episodes ago that I completely forgot I did on here. Huh. And why did I leave dirt at the bottom? Oh well. This should be the farm, am I right? Where is everything? Are these all the potatoes I have? That can't be the only farm, right? I know I've got the mushroom farm down there, that's what the white wool is for. This is all wheat. I barely have any potatoes up there. I don't have any beetroot. Ah yes, the 7 sugarcane items. Back when it used to drop itself. Or maybe that was from when I started. Yeah, I remember. I don't know how they messed up the sugarcane block versus item. Anyways, not important. So I walked all this way to find 0 beetroot. That means I guess the beetroot's for the future. Because I still have a few minutes, I want to clean all this up. Well, not all of it, I want to clean up the edge over there where the population lead is. I see cows. Moo. Eventually this will turn to grass and it'll look like a Ruby Dunk world. But we're not there yet. Oops. I'm not trying to 360 this. Ah yes, look, another chunk border. Where the population here didn't get saved. Is this grass not going to spread inward? Surely, surely. There's no way it doesn't spread across chunk borders, right? Oh look, there's one. Oh, if that's one block, alright, cool. As long as it transcends the chunk boundary a little bit, then that's proof that it's working. I'll probably leave that tree, because once I start I'll have to get rid of it all. Or I could just get rid of the whole tree. How many trees are connected to it? That one, which leads to that one, which leads to these. I guess it gets to live. I am become Zell, the destroyer of trees. Someone should start quoting me on that. That looks like there used to be a jungle tree right here. So because these leaves are kind of just floating here, they gotta go. No vines for me. Maybe I should have kept them. But, well, too late. But, like, maybe I should have kept the vines because the vines would have made them look old. Oh, come on, Halo Reach. There we go. The vines on the small scale castle would have made the castle look old and run down. I won't get rid of the tree. Oh wait, hold on, is this one tree? Maybe this is where I'll source my jungle logs. This is a single jungle tree. I could chop this down in its entirety. I'll start decaying, get rid of the vines, and now I have some logs I can plant my cocoa beans on. Hooray, hooray. What? Why are there ferns inside? really did just get rid of the entire overrun look. Oops. Oh, too late. It's all pristine now. What was this supposed to be? Maybe a creeper blew up and it created exactly that 3x3 hole, and I said, let me surround this. Because I really don't remember. Because this was my tiny meteor. That's how I got in and out. Because I remember the castle, I remember the cave, the ravine. Oh boy, I turned around and there are bad guys. We're gonna sleep in that cursed bed again. And then of course I got the void access hole. Or whatever you want to call it. We're not gonna go towards the sheep-infested entrance. We're gonna sleep over here. I kind of want to break the bed and place it back, though. It's like, why does it do that? I don't remember this being a problem. There's no block above this. It very well could just be a tile entity issue. Well, either way, maybe now I'll just start venturing back. Man, performance is so much better, because I remember when I was trying to look at the area in 0.9 with a farther render distance, it did not perform well. Could be that there was also a massive amount of sheep over there, and those sheep are now gone. Oh, I even put doors in the spires? That's funny. Ah, yes, the big arrow. Back when I was doing triangles before I even had the idea for the living triangle. Alright, well anyways, let's head on back now. There's a cool little structure that's purely decorational. Maybe that's why I like it. It just looks cool. I used to build stuff that just looked cool. Well, Live is behind. Any dropped frames? Oh, but the upload speed is a little lower. Bye-bye, bad guys. Time to burn. Yeah, there's a jungle here, and there's a jungle over there as well. You don't see me. Okay, maybe you do see me. Eventually, I hope for this whole area to turn to grass. Maybe it'll be showing off the new biomes. Wonder if this will all show off the new jungle biome and the grass. Hey, Enderman, what are you doing? Oh, you know what? You're too much of a hassle. I'll just let you live. I don't even know where he went. Okay, bye. Oop, here's another jungle tree that's by itself. Y'all know me in odd numbers. No, this is not the tree. This is the one next to it, but I saw cocoa beans on that, so I'll let it live. Oh yeah, how's the leaf decay doing over here? Is that tree I chopped all gone now? No. It's getting there. It's trying. Maybe I should chop down lone jungle trees. You're back. You gotta go. Bye. Oh, that's right. Enderman don't drop anything yet. Oops. Okay, so these cocoa beans grew up. Like, I want that smaller one to grow up as well. I could just... Oh, there's even a baby cocoa pod. I could just say, bye. Bye, part 2. One feature with these vines that took a long time to add was the ability to climb vines without having a backside to them. Because with ladders, they were solid, so you can climb them wherever, even if you had them illegally placed. But you couldn't do that with vines because they are non-solid. How am I doing? 25 logs. Alright, that should be good enough. We'll head back. Well, maybe I will wait around just a little bit longer. But it took them a long time before you had the ability to climb vines that were freestanding. And that was one feature that I wanted for years. And it brought me big joy when they finally introduced it. Maybe 1.14, 1.16, somewhere around there. Just one of those small features, one of those small quality features that you appreciate. And then you end up getting a little sad when you realize it took a long time to get implemented. Alright, how's Leaf Decay doing? I was going to leave on that day, but now I think we're going to wait and leave tomorrow. That's all decayed. Let's head over here. I'm also kind of letting more of this grass spread, but it's being really slow. Pocket Edition's tick speed is 1. Java's is 3 by default. I don't know why it's 3. Maybe Notch set up the whole system, decided 1 was too slow, and so he set it to 3. The random tick speed. But here on Pocket Edition, assuming it's the same logic, this one only has 1. A random tick speed of 1. Probably for performance reasons. But oh well. Maybe they just copied the system over and didn't think to set it to 3. Either way, I'm pretty sure in modern Bedrock you have the ability to change it. One of the game rules. Okay, where are mob drops? Where do I keep saplings? I think they were over here. Aha, I have a dedicated saplings chest. Oh wait, hold up, arrows. Do arrows go with the rest of the mob drops? I guess they do over here. This is still slightly more organized than what I have at the outpost. Yawn. Oh wait, hold on, why am I walking back? Sun's going down, we'll need to sleep again. Why do I have a cake in the forge? That's what this was, right? This was some sort of, like, blacksmith area. Yeah, why do I have a cake in here? Maybe this is supposed to be a bakery. I can't open these furnaces? What the? I can open the stone cutters. And the crafting table. I can't open these furnaces. I wonder what happened. Maybe they don't have a tile entity associated with them anymore. I kind of remember that. Kind of remember those being bugged. I don't know what happened, but that's sort of what I remember. Alright, well, either way, we'll catch some Z's, and then we're going to start walking. That way, when we get back over to the new area, it should still be daytime. We're just going to pass by the jungle real fast for any other leaf decay that's occurred. Look at how dark that is, because you can see the light from the torches. They're like a moment of brightness. Not anymore, they really did smooth out the transition. Good job, Mojang and or whoever else was working on all this. Does it just not reach full brightness? Oop! Where'd that cow go? There's the cow. I saw that chicken give birth. I saw the moment the egg popped out. I'm surprised there's still no omelets in Minecraft. You can't cook an egg. Eggs are used for... Is it cookies? No, I think that's wheat. They're used in cake. And they're used in, I think, one other food-based recipe, and that's it. Other than spawning more chickens, the eggs aren't really used for anything. There is a mod for Alpha 1.1.0 that added fried eggs. I couldn't find it. It makes me sad because that's one of the oldest mods to exist. Because I have a copy of One Stop Mod Shop for Alpha 1.1.2, but the video that I saw for that fried eggs mod was for 1.1.0. Back then, I'm pretty sure eggs were still useless because beta 1.0, I believe, added the ability to throw them with like a 25% chance to spawn one chicken and like a very small chance to spawn 4 chickens. I don't know why. That's just the fun, goofy things that Notch used to do. And what does Mojang add now? Adds fun, goofy sulfur cubes that you get to put TNT in and they go boom. Anyways, there used to be on YouTube 1 or 2 videos showcasing that mod where you could put an egg in the furnace and it gave you a fried egg. And it might have added 1 or 2 other items. And that was it. But that's one of the oldest mods that I know of. Other than, you know, stuff like texture packs. And maybe MC Patcher. Although I can't remember if MC Patcher was a dedicated tool or if it was a jar mod. Either way, MC Patcher was just used to load HD textures and fix whatever issues they had with rendering. Because 2D items with HD textures did not look good in vanilla, because the item outline will still render in that 16 by 16 shape, so you needed to fix that. And I know this because there was a texture pack. There was an HD texture pack for Alpha 1.0.1, and that had the HD items, but the HD items didn't look good. The blocks were fine. Anyways, all that random. I don't know where to go from there. But I know where I'm going in the world. We're going back to the outpost. We have another 15 minutes of the day. We'll figure out something. Probably not mine anymore of that netherrack, since now that I'm down to the last section, it should hopefully go by quickly. Is that the cobblestone pillar already? I thought it was barely noon. It's so nice when you could see farther. I don't think this cave goes anywhere. Man, it's so nice having good performance on here. There's that nether spire. Because first I saw that cobble pillar, and now I see the spire. I would say I'm home, but this isn't home. This is just a temporary outpost, which I'm probably going to end up moving in 0.11. I think I've decided to stick around in my current area for now. But I do want to find the Disco Mountains. Disco Mountains with their surface dark oak mine shafts. I've returned! Eventually I'll set up a minecart going to and from these areas. I don't know when, but eventually. Alright, well now that I'm back here, we're gonna pump that back down. That's nice. Alright, so. Oh, wait a minute. Do I need to make another chest? Hold on. The whole farm that I just set up, all these chests area, I don't have anything for cocoa beans. Maybe I'll just make a dedicated cocoa bean area. Kind of like how the sugarcane and the cactus is separate. Speaking of cactus, I want to check how many cacti I have. Now hold on to these jungle logs for now. I'll probably just put a strip of them. In fact, what I could do, I think I'll dig up this grass right here, and then I'll just put the row. Now there's 5 blocks. I'll probably just put the row of logs right there. Alrighty, cactus farm. How's my little automation doing? 7 cents in the past 5 minutes of chunks being loaded. I wonder if chunks are loaded more often than chunks, or than chunks that are loaded allow for block updates. So what that means is the items will despawn faster than new cacti will generate. Because there is more than just loaded and unloaded chunks. There's a range. There's a range for chunks to be loaded, and I think entity ticking lasts throughout more of that range than block updates. That's why in spawn chunks there are no block updates, but entities will still despawn in them. So even though plants won't grow, you can still have your farms producing, or you can still have items despawn. Anyways, this one's melon, right? Because this one's melon seed, so these are for melons. I didn't pick up those pumpkins, oops. That one's for wheat seeds. I have 34 jungle logs. Why did I think I only had 25? Well, either way, let's go get some cobblestone. Boop, don't think I'll need too much. And then let's sleep in a bed that doesn't look weird. Alrighty, time to dig this up. Well, I'll probably do. Just shave all that down. Excuse me, Torch, you're gonna have to move. So I'll start maybe 1 block here. So I'm thinking of only 2 sides. You know, how many logs do I have? In fact, I guess I will do here because I'm gonna have the cocoa beans only be on this side and this side. I don't plan on maximizing space. With how quickly cocoa beans grow, it is very easy to get a massive amount. Maybe I should have this sideways. If I had sideways logs, that'll make the texture vertical. That'll make it look less like jungle. Nope. There we go. I suppose. It'll take a while, but eventually this will all be filled up. Ta-da! Right, let me grab some more torches. Another one there. One more right there. So then, what I'm just thinking of is along here. Stop jumping. I was about to put slabs, but then I realized, no, that would have defeated the purpose. The only reason why I put the jungle logs only 1 block tall, because I want to just hold down going forward. I don't feel like bothering with them being 2 blocks tall. Can I make this one a fresh shovel? Put the one that's about to break there. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because the broken one would have slid it all over anyway. Toss that. Now I have some free jungle logs. Don't know what I'll use them for, but I'll keep holding on to them. I haven't been counting. Will this be enough? This will be close. The one time I wanted to auto jump, it didn't work. Because I was hoping I could just walk up to that and it would go. That did not happen. And then it always activates when I don't want it to. There we go. Hooray! So now we have most of our farms up and running. I'll probably shave a little more of this. Bye. Close enough, I guess. Okay, no more. Leave it like that, or else I'll keep fiddling with it forever. What I think I will do though is bring that in. There we go. I just didn't like the space back there behind the cobblestone. Little touches, little touches. Alright, but now we can put all this stuff away. And start preparing for the next thing. As I hear chirp chirp. Is the chicken still in here? That chicken just doesn't seem to want to leave. As if he has the ability to do so. Yeah, maybe I will dig up the entire outer ring of cobblestone, put down the fences. In fact, maybe that will look nicer. Hold on, let me go grab more fences real fast. I need 12. Do I even have 12 fences? I have 10. Okay, I guess one of the sides will be open. Probably this side. This is the path that I see over here the most. Alrighty, chicken. Get on out. All over here. Oops. Oopsies. Oh no. You're free. Now you could stop splashing around, making a bunch of noise. What I was gonna say, y'all ever hear the Minecraft song? I think it's called I Love You, Chickney. I don't know the lore behind it, but presumably there's some YouTuber. He made a Minecraft song because he always calls chicken chickneys. I don't know why. Why do I call creepers green beans? I don't know why. Why did this guy called gold butter? I don't know why. Maybe I will get rid of the peonies as well. Didn't their texture change? Maybe it's the rose bush. Maybe the rose bush texture changed and the peonies didn't. You know, before the 1.14 jopification. I don't know if I've said that before. If I haven't, that's the term for jopification, the 1.14 texture update. Congratulations, Jasper. You know, I have a whole update named after you. I think we're good. We'll have to wait around a little bit for this stuff to grow. But speaking of growing, it looks like the grass still hasn't spread underneath the fences. We're still waiting around, because eventually that'll probably happen. Ah, don't throw the egg. That was a waste. Well, at least it didn't spawn another chicken. I need to design a chicken farm on here, but I need hoppers for that. That is definitely a wait for a hopper sort of thing. Toss that. Alright, hold on. Seed's not going here anymore. I wonder if I should have a sapling chest like before. Maybe I should set up a food stall. Turn in one of these houses into where I keep all my food. That's apples. That wouldn't take much away from this. Never mind. Out of the way, we'll sleep soon. Soon, because I need to see where's their darkness. As I expected, there's darkness over here and here. There we go. No darkness for me. Is that even? Hold on. What's the space between these? No way. I wasn't even counting those torches. Did I really make it 4, 4, 4 in each? That's amazing. When you just sort of eyeball something and it happens to work out. Hooray, hooray. However, we are indeed coming near the end of the day. Let's put that away. Okay, no more rhymes. Okay. Alright, I'm done for real. Too much brain power. We'll sleep, and then that'll be it. We'll be back again next week. Next week is going to be the invocation of a shorter schedule for real. I tried doing all 5 days this week. 5 days every week is not going to work out. So, you're kind of bothering my outro, buddy. So yeah, we're going to start doing only 3 episodes a week instead of 5. Oh well. I guess I'll slightly extend the runtime of this series. And it'll also give me more time to do other stuff. Yeah, we'll be back again Tuesday for the new episode. Where we're in Alpha Build 4, probably. Thank you all for watching. Bye.